ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवत् व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। अखण्डं सच्चिदानन्दम्
अखण्डं सच्चिदानन्दम्
अवाङ्मनसगोचरम्
अवाङ्मनसगोचरम्
आत्मानम् अखिलाधारम्
आत्मानम् अखिलाधारम्
आश्रये भीष्टसिद्धये
आश्रयेभीष्टसिद्धये
अर्थतोऽप्यद्वयानन्दान्
अर्थतोऽप्यद्वयानन्दान्
अतीतद्वैतभानतः
अतीतद्वैतभानतः
गुरुनाराध्य वेदान्तसारं वक्ष्ये यथामति।
गुरुनाराध्य वेदान्तसारं वक्ष्ये यथामति।
तत्र अनुबन्धो नाम अधिकारी विषय संबंध प्रयोजनानि अधिकारी तु विधिवदधीत भेद वेदांगत्वेन आपाततोऽधिकता किल वेदार्थोऽस्मिन्
आपाततोऽधिगता किल
अखिल
वेदार्थोऽस्मिन्
वेदार्थस्मिन्
किल वेदार्थोऽस्मिन् वेदार्थः अस्मिन् जन्मनि
वेदार्थस्मिन्
जन्मान्तरे वा
जन्मनि
जन्मनि
जन्मान्तरे वा
जन्मान्तरे वा
काम्यनिषिद्धवर्जनपुरःसरम्
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 नित्यनैमित्तिकप्रायश्चित्तोपासनानुष्ठानेन
नित्यनैमित्तिक
नित्यनैमित्तिकप्रायश्चित्तोपासनानुष्ठानेन
प्रायश्चित्तोपासनानुष्ठानेन
निर्गतनिखिलकल्मषतया
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 नितान्तनिर्मलस्वान्तः
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 साधनचतुष्टयसम्पन्नः प्रमाता
साधनचतुष्टयसम्पन्नः
साधनचतुष्टयसम्पन्नः
प्रमाता
प्रमाता
साधनानि
साधनानि
नित्यानित्यवस्तुविवेके विवेकेहामुत्थारुत्थफलभोगविरागशमादिषट्कसम्पत्तिमुमुक्षुत्वानि
नित्यानित्यवस्तुविवेकेह मुत्रार्थफलभोगविरागशमादिषट्कसम्पत्तिमुमुक्षुत्वानि
இந்த அனுபந்த சதுஷ்டயம் fourfold connections. Anubandha Chatushtaya, fourfold connection or fourfold introductory points. Anubandha Chatushtaya. The first one is Adhikari. So we are just discussing who is an Adhikari for Vedanta. Adhikaritve Satve Jnanapalam Vedanta Jnanam Jnanapalam Sattvam. Adhikaritva Abhave Jnanapalabhavaha. If Adhikaritvam is there, then Jnanapalam will be there. If Adhikaritvam not there, Vedanta Shravana Palam, Jnanapalam will not be there. So therefore, Adhikaritvam is very important. Therefore, in the definition, Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampannaha, among all the qualifications, Vidivat Aditya Veda Vedangatveda, Apatato Adhikata Akila Vedarthosmin, then Kamya Nishida Varjana Purasaram. One of them is Sadhana Chatushtayam. If Sadhana Chatushtayam is there, that is a sadhana, that is the qualifications, then Shravana Matrena Jnana Palam Bhavati. Therefore, only the whole exercise is only in cultivating the Adhikaritva. The whole life is meant for cultivating the Adhikaritva. Shravanam Mananam Nididhyasanam. In fact, Mananam Nididhyasanam. This required only to remove the obstacles. If the person is an Adhikari, then Shravana Matrena Jnanam Bhavati. Shravanam is exposure to Shastra. Shastra being the Pramana. When the Pramana is operated, Jnanam should happen. Only when there are obstacles, there are obstacles to Jnanam. The obstacles are the pratibandhas are the lack of this Adhikari. Therefore, only there is so much emphasis on this Adhikari. Since Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampannaha, the word is there. Therefore, we are discussing what are those sadhanani, the fourfold qualifications which are expected on the part of the adhikari. So we are summarizing that. The last class we have seen Nitya Nitya Vastu Viveka. Up to that we saw, beginning from the greatness of being a human being up to Nitya Nitya Vastu Viveka. This alone, the Viveka alone is expressed in the word Dhiraha in the Upanishad as well as in the Gita. Dhiraha Purushaha. Dhiraha, courageous person. Who is courageous? Who has this Viveka is called Dhiraha. And Nitya Nitya Vastu Viveka, one important Samasa Vigraha also we saw in the last class. That Nitya Nitya Vastu Viveka, is it Nishchita Jnanam or Samshayatmakam or Dharmatmakam? That has been clarified. If it is Nishchayatmakam, then one need not study Vedanta. Already Nishchay Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. Brahma Eva Nityam Tat Vitiriktam Sarvam Anityam. If that is Nishchitam, then Shastram not required because already Nishchitam. If it is Samshayatmakam or Brahmatmakam, then Vairagyam cannot happen. Therefore, we interpreted the Nitya Nitya Vastu Viveka. The Samasa we interpreted that Yaka Dharmaha Ashrayena Tishtati Nitya Vastushu Anitya Vastushu Tasya Jnana Veda Jnana Sadeva Nitya Nitya Vastu Vivekaha iti. So we are summarizing the sadhanani. We'll complete that today. And the text also, the first part of the text, that is Sadhana Chatushtayam, is going to be over. So among the Anubandha Chatushtayam, the last one, the first one is Adhikari, the next one will be Vishayaha. Then comes Vishaya Sambandha Prayojanam. It is going to continue. So Adhikari topic is going to be over. That's what we are summarizing. The next one, after Viveka, the summary, after Viveka, now we will see Viragaha, Vairagyam. Viragaha, we translate Viragaha as dispassion or objectivity, being objective. Viragaha, not coloring our experience, our object experience with our imagination, not giving more value than what it deserves, being objective. That is called objectivity. That's called Viragaha, Vairagyam. Viragasya Bhavaha, Vairagyam. Why we translate as objectivity? It's a very good translation. Being objective means you don't add any extra weightage value to it. You may think that an object is nityam, but it is not nityam. It's going to give sukham all the time. No. You know that very well that the object is anityam and it is bandhakatvam, it will bind you, and it will not give you ananda all the time. So therefore, atriptikaratvam. These are the nature of any object experience. All the objects in the world, anything other than you is the object. There are so many objects. So you are the only subject. Those objects will have this dosha. Therefore, you don't forget the dosha when you perceive the object. When you have the object anubhava, vishaya anubhava. Even when the sense organs interact with the sense objects, you don't forget. You look upon the object as an object, not carried over by the sukhanubhava or dukkhanubhava, both. That is called object. It could be an object, really a thing, or it could be a person, or it could be a situation. It could be anything. Not carried over by what it offers, being objective to it. That is viragaha, viragasya bhavaha vairagyam iti. Igasvarga bhogeshu icharagityam. This is Vaidika Shastriya definition. Shastra negates both the both is that the bhoga with regard to igaloka as well as swargaloka. Dismissing out of dispassion, not out of hatred. Dismissing, that is, adhikari dismisses bhoga which are obtained or obtainable iha in this loka as well as swargaloka. Understanding that it will not give me purnatvam. It will make me a wanting person. It will bind me. It will not give satisfaction. There is no tripti. You won't say tripti after the anubhava. Therefore only ichcha ragitya, absence of ichcha, the desires for the bhoga, the pleasures which are obtainable in this loka, swarga loka, paraloka, swarga bhogeshu, swarga bhumi. It says swarga bhumi, that in the bhumi, in the prithvi, if there are pleasures which are of higher quality, we say it is swarga bhumi. So that is also iha only, and swarga, the bhoga which are not experienceable through the human sharira. That is swarga. That's called swarga. So both people work for swargaloka, being in the bhuloka, because Shastra presents the bhoga of swarga. Tatra bhayam nasti, as Nachiketa says in Kathopanishad. There is no jara, there is no mrityu, and there is no ashana pipasa, eating and drinking, so that hunger, thirst will not be there. You don't grow old also, you remain as it is. Sargalokaha amrutatvam bhajante, they live for long. So these are the attractions of the Sargaloka. With regard to that, ichcha rahityam. In Viveka Chudamani, Bhashyakara, Shankaracharya says, Bhashyakara says, Dehadi Brahma Paryante Henitya Bhogavastuni Vishaya, Grajya Vishaya Vratat, Dosha Drishtya Muhu, Dosha Drishti. Again and again, Vishaya Vrata, not Vrata, it is Vrata. Vishaya Vratat, Samuha, Vishaya Samuha. Seeing the defects of the Bhogavastu again and again. Starting from this body up to the Brahma Paryantam. Brahma is not inclusive Brahma, that is excluding Brahma. To Brahma Loka, we can take from here up to Brahma Loka. So Dehadi Brahma Paryantam. From Dehadi, Deha referring to this body, that Shariram, which are available, experience in this Loka, Bhuloka, Prithvi. From here to Brahma Loka, up to the Brahma Loka. Brahma Loka is the highest Loka. Up to that Loka, whatever the Bhoga Vastus are there, with regard to that, Dosha Drishti, one must have Dosha Drishti. Drishti is vision. The vision should be proper, seeing the defects of the Bhoga Vastu. Bhoga Vastu has the defects, the threefold defects. Trivida Doshaha Santi, Bhoga Vastuni. Bhogavastushu Trivida Doshaha Anityatvam, they are not Nityam. That is why Tad Vyatiriktam Sarvam Anityam, Brahma Vyatiriktam Sarvam Anityam. Anityatvam. And Bhogavastu will not give you Tripti. It will give only temporary Tripti. Momentary, very momentary, highly momentary. Therefore, Atripti Karatvam. Not only that, it will make you run after that. You will anchor, it will make you anchor after that pleasure. Therefore, Bandhakatvam. These are the doshas. Therefore, this dosha drishti, seeing this dosha, the defects again and again in the Vishaya. So, therefore, vairagyam with regard to this Brahmadi sthavaranteshu vairagyam visheshvano yataiva kakavishthayam vairagyam taddi nirmalam. Starting from Brahma, this sloka also explained I think before. Brahmadi sthavaranteshu. From Brahma up to Stavara. With regard to that, vairagyam, one must have vairagyam. Like what? Yataiva kakavishthayam. As one has vairagya with regard to the droppings of the crow, excrement of the crow. Similarly, one must have complete dispassion with regard to the bhoga vishaya, brahmadi stavaranteshu. From Brahma loka up to the stavaranteshu. Stavara referring to this bhuloka. So all the pleasures in these lokas should be just dismissed. So that is vairagyam. Natu smashana vairagyam va markata vairagyam vishyate. It is dispassion when we say it is not smashana vairagyam. Natu smashana vairagyam na markata vairagyam. Smashana vairagyam will not last. Smashana vairagyam is temporary vairagyam. That is why we have to say it is not smashana vairagyam or markata vairagyam. That vairagyam again, it will get diluted once again the person experiences bhoga. So therefore, it is vairagyam born of viveka. Smashana vairagyam, markata vairagyam, it is temporary because it is not born of viveka, it is born of some dukkha anubhava. That vairagyam is not we talk about here. It is vairagyam which is born of dosha drishti. Is born of dosha drishti. Therefore only icharagityam. Icharagityam. One must know to handle the desires, manage the desires. Handling of desires is very important for vairagyam. So, we say desires, icharagityam. But at the same time, we say desire is a privilege which a human being enjoys. So is it not contradictory? It is not contradictory. The asha, the icha, which is in keeping with dharma, is not a problem. That will be an aid, or that will be a support for a person in the pursuit of moksha. It will help a person to grow. The icha, which is not in keeping with dharma, the icha for vishayas which are not keeping with dharma, or particularly for an adhikari, the icha should be for moksha. That's why moksha, muktim icha mumuksha iti. It should be more towards moksha. All the icha should subserve the moksha icha. Otherwise, the mere icha will cause trouble. Ashanama manushyanam Kachidastarya Shinkhala Ya Baddha Pradhavanti Muktastishtanti Panguvat. This Icha, Asha Nama Manushyana, this Icha is that which is a very strange thing which binds a person. Those who are bound by desires, Baddhaha Pradhavanti, Muktaha Tishtanti Panguvat. Those who are bound by desires, they run and run. Whole life they run. But those who are muktaha, those who are free, panguvat, just as though they are lame, they will sit. Just simply, they will sit, they will not run here and there. So who runs here and there seeking bhogavastu? Those who are bound by desires. Therefore only Baddhaha pradhavanti, muktaha tishtanti, panguvat iti. And also the bhoga, the consumption of bhoga. Really, do we consume bhoga or the bhoga consume you? Bhoga consume us. In fact, bhoga only consumes. It consume our energy, it consume our time. Bhoga na bhukta, vayameva bhuktaha. We don't consume the pleasures. Rather, the objects consume us. Tapo na taptam vayameva taptaha. Kalo na yato vayameva yataha. Jnana jirnaha vayameva jirnaha iti. In Vairagya Shatakam, Bhattahari says, the pleasures of the world, not that we consume them, they consume us. It is not that we consume time, we are consumed by time. Time will never get expired. We get expired. We have got expiry date. What about time? Time doesn't have any expiry date. Doesn't expire. And the desires will not become jirnaha. It will not dissipate, but we get dissipated because of the desires. So when the desires for the vishayas of this world as well as Swarga, when it overpowers a person, he doesn't have time for moksha, then that desire is not conducive for an adhikari. That person is an adhikari who has desires, all the desires, he can entertain desires, nothing wrong, but the desires should subserve moksha. Certain desires have to be fulfilled. Without fulfilling those desires also, the person cannot really become a matured person, emotionally matured person. And Shastra itself sanctions, therefore it has to be experienced, that Anubhava requires, and that makes a person a matured person, emotionally matured person. So that desire, when it is in keeping with dharma, it's not a problem. Therefore, the desires for Vishaya, when we say Vishaya is the object. The word Vishaya, Vishaya, Sha is Murdanya Shakara, Vishaya. Vishaya is Murdanya Shakara, Vishaya. Vishaya and Visha, both are different. Vishaya and Visha, Visham and Vishaya. Vishayasya Vishayanahascha, Vishayascha Vishayananam cha Duram Atyantam Antaram. Upabhuktam Vishamhanti Vishayaha Smaranadapi. Vishaya and Visham, the word Vishaya means the sense objects, the objects of senses. Visha means poison. The difference between the word Visha and Vishaya is only one letter is missing. Ya is missing. Vishaya has the letter Ya, and Visha doesn't have that. That one letter missing, that makes huge difference between a Visha and a Vishaya. Vishayasya Vishayanancha Atyantam Duram. Atyantam Antaram Duram. A huge difference is there between the two because of the one letter. The one letter, a huge difference. Visha means poison. Visham kills a person. Visham kills a person on consumption. Consuming the Visha, the poison, that kills a person. What about Vishaya is? Vishaya. Visham, only when you consume, it will kill. Whereas Vishaya, just by remembrance, it will kill you. You don't have to consume. Remembrance of Vishaya, that is for the Vedanti, the Mumukshus. For the Mumukshus, just the remembrance of Vishaya itself will kill. Therefore, the Mumukshus have to be alert. That is why they are called Mumukshu. The moksha ichcha should be dominant in that person. Should be dominant. All the other ichchas should not overpower this moksha ichcha, subserve moksha ichcha, this Vishaya, the Vishaya, the remembrance of this Vishaya, how it kills a person, just remembrance kills. Similarly, as the Vishayas kill the person just by remembrance, so too the Adhikari has to be very alert with regard to the exposure of Indriyani towards the Vishayas. As much this shloka tells the person requires this alertness, as much alertness he requires, the Adhikari requires, so much on really consuming the Vishaya. Because this Maranam, Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsaha, Sankasteshu Pajayate, Sankat Sanjayate Kamaha, Kamat Krodho Vijayate, Krodhat Bhavati Sammoga, Sammoga, Smriti Vibhramaha, Smriti Brahmshat, Buddhi Nashaha, Buddhi Nashat, Pranashyati. For all this, the Pranashyati, spiritual distraction, what is the cause for all the problem? Vishaya Dhyanam Eva. Therefore, Vishayaha Smaranat Anti. Visham Anti Upabhuktam. Visham kills a person only when consumed, whereas Vishaya just kills a person by remembrance. Vishaya Dhyanam Eva, that is Vishayaha Smaranat Eva Anti. Therefore only the Upanishad cautious with regard to Vishaya Vratan, Muhur Muguhu, Dosha Drishtya, Muhur Muguhu, Virajya, Vairagyam iti. There is a shloka in Ashtavakra Gita. It says, Bhuktim Ichchasi Shetata Vishayan Vishavatyaja. The Vishayas should be disregarded as Visha. Shamarjavam Daya Shaucham Satyam Piyushavat Bhaja. Muktim Ichchasi. Ashtavakra, in Ashtavakra Gita. Ashtavakra, he gives Upadesha to Janaka. If you want Mukti, then Vishayan Vishavat Tyaja. Discard the Vishayas like a poison. Vishayas, objects, sense objects must be discarded like a poison, like you discard a poison. Vishavat Tyaja Vishaya. Then Bhaja, Piyushavat Bhaja, like a nectar, like Amrita, you consume. What? Shamarjavam Daya Shaucham Satyam. That is this sadhana chatushtayam. Kshama, forbearance, titiksha, arjavam, straightforwardness, daya, compassion, shaucham, antara shaucham, as well as shaucham, satyam, piyushavat bhaja, like a nectar, bhaja. Iti, that Vishayas are poison. Vishavatyaja iti. That is a main Upadesha given by Ashtavakra. In the beginning itself, he says, before entering into the Jnanopadesha, this is the first Upadesha given. Vishayan Vishavatyaja. And in the Kathopanishad, we have seen how Nachiketa in the first chapter itself, when Yamadharmaraja tries to entice Nachiketa, how he dismisses. Yamadharmaraja offers, Shatayushav putra pautran rinishva, Bahun pashun hasti hiranyamashvan, Bhumir magadayatanam rinishva, Swayam cha jiva sharado yavadichasi, Etat tulyam vidi manyasevaram, Rineshva vittam chirajivikamcha, Mahabhubho nachiketas tvamedhi kamanam tvam tva kamabhajam karomi iti. Ye kamaha durlabhaha martyaloke sarvan kaman chandatah prarthayasva ima ramaha sarataha saturyaha nagidrisha lambaniya manushyehi abirmattha viparicarayasva nachiketo maranam Manuprakshihi. Nachiketa, please don't ask me the question with regard to Maranam. You ask all these things. In the Kathopanishad, in the second section, 23rd mantra, 24th and 25th mantra, Yamadharmaraja gives the list of things which he can offer and make him happy, all the Bhogavastu, Bhogavishayas. You will live for 100 years with your son, grandson, and Pashus, and elephants, Pashus, and Iranium, gold, and you will have a huge land, vast land, and you will live for long. You can choose your lifespan. I will not disturb you. Or any other boon which is equivalent to that also you may ask. I will make you the enjoyer of all the karma. That is what everyone is aspiring the world, karma after karma. But Dharmaraja offers that. And those karmas which are very difficult for a human being to enjoy through this human sharira, that also I will give you. The divine damsels, ratha, vehicles, everything I give you. But please don't ask me about Maranam, because that is what he asked. Astityeke, nayam astiti cheke. That about this Atma, whether it survives, Astityeke, nayam astiti cheke. Whether it is there or not. That is the doubt, that is doubt Nachiketa, that is the question. In fact, that is what he is asking only about this Atma only. That is what his question is. But don't ask that question, Yamadharmaraja says, because Yamadharmaraja, he wants to test him, test the Vairagya, test the Adhikaritvam. And Nachiketa, we know, it just dismisses. All these are, you keep, all these bhogas, pleasures, you keep. I don't need anything. That much dispassion an adhikari must have. That is why the Kathopanishad, the first part, the first chapter, first section as well as second section. No Upadesha there. There is no Brahma Upadesha. It is only preparing the context, mentioning the adhikaritvam. Then only the Upadesha does. Therefore, you can understand how much adhikaritvam is important. Because what we are studying is about oneself, ourself. It is not an academic study. Therefore, this adhikaritvam has to be real. It is not just for study. One has to discover that person in oneself. One has to bring out that person in oneself. For that only the whole life is an exercise. Maybe one janma or two janma, or we don't know how many janmas. So many janmas we have to do homework exercise to cultivate this adhikaritvam. Then the Guru Upadasadaram, Guru comes and gives Upadesha, then Jnanam happens. An adhikari, Shravana Matrena Jnanam Bhavati. In fact, Swamiji, he will emphasize only on Shravanam, not even on Mananam and Nididhyasa. Only on Shravanam. Because Shravanam is Pramana operation. Pramana is operated by the Guru. When the Pramana, that is Shastram, is operated, and the Shishya who listens to the Shastram, when he listens, when he's Radhikari, at that moment itself, Jnanam should happen. One doesn't have to wait. If one has to wait, means there is a lack in Adhikari. That is what is so much emphasized in all these Upanishad. In some Upanishad, it is that emphasis is given in the form of the story, and like Kathopanishad, you don't see in any other Upanishad. That's when Nachiketa is praised. Nachiketa is so much praised. Nachiketa, Swami Vivekananda likes Nachiketa very much. Though it may be a story, but still the character, the young boy who had so much vairagya, so much commitment, is praised, very much highly praised. So this is about vairagya. Then Damaha. Damaha is Chakshuradi Bhagyendriya Nigraha. This is the definition according to Tattvabodha. We have seen. And in Viveka Chudamani, Shankaracharya says, Vishayebhyah Paravartya Stapanam Swasvagolake Vayesham Indriyanam Sadamah Parikirtitaha. Vishayebhyaha, withdrawing from the Vishaya. Vishayan Vishavatyaja. How do you dismiss the Vishaya as Visha? Only by withdrawing the sense organs and make them remain in the Golaka. Ubayesham, with regard to both Indriyas, there is Karmendriya as well as Jnanendriya. First Jnanendriya, then Karmendriya, or first Karmendriya, then Jnanendriya, whatever it is. Ubayesham. In fact, it is Jnanam precedes the karma. Therefore, Jnanendriya only brings in the Jnanam. Because of Jnanam only, the person gets into action. So Jnanendriya is most powerful than Karmendriya. Anyway, both the Indriyas. With the trouble of both the Indriyas, Saha Damaha Parikitita, it is called Dama. Nigraho Bhagyavrittina Damaha Ityabhidhiyate. This is Akya, is from Aparokshanubhuti, another beautiful text. Bhagyavrittina Nigraha is withdrawal, regulation. Damaha Parikirtitaha. Again in Kathopanishad, this Dhamma is there, we have seen. Where it is there? If you remember the chariot imagery, Atmanam Rathinam Vidhi, Shariram Rathadevatu, Buddhin Tusarathim Vidhi, Manah Pragrahamevacha, Indriyani Hayanagugu, Vishayanteshu, Gocharan Acharan Atava, Atmendriyamano Yuktam, Bhoktetyahur Manishinaha, Yasta Vijnanavan Bhavati, Ayuktena Manasa Sada, Tasyendriyani Vashyani Rushtashva Iva Sarathehe, Yasta Vijnanavan Bhavati, Yuktena Manasa Sada, Tasyendriyani Vashyani Sadashva Iva Sarathehe. Iti, beautiful imagery, very important discussion. The chariot imagery, the imagery is given Atmanam Ratinam Vidhi. Atmanam Ratinam. Shariram Ratham. Sharira is a chariot. And the Rathaswami Atmanam. Buddhi is a Sarathi. Manaha Pragraha Mevacha. Manaha Pragraha Mevacha. Manaha is the reins connected to the 5 Indriyas. Indriyas are compared to horses. Horses, what they will do, Indriyas, they tend to go after Indriya Vishaya. Therefore, hold it. Therefore, you have to hold it through hold the mind through the Buddhi Sarathi. Then only the chariot, Shariram, Ratha, will reach the destination. Iti. The Marga, the horses are the Indriyas, and the path is the Indriya Vishaya. So horses should not be allowed to drift from the path. So therefore, Rathaswami should know how to handle the Buddhi. That's called Damaha. The Dhamma only is present. Shamaha Damaha iti. Yasta Vijnanavan Bhavati Ayukten Manasa Sada. If the Indriyas are not manageable, uncontrollable, then it is like a Dushta Ashva. It is like bad horses. It will not reach the destination. And if the Indriyas are manageable, Tasyendriyani Vashyani, Sadashva Iva Saratehi, then the Indriyas are like good horses. If they are manageable, controllable, that person is Vijnanavan Bhavati. That person only will gain Jnanam. Vijnanavan Bhavati. That person will be a Vijnanavan who is able to manage the horses. The Indriya, that are the horses. Indriya horses. Indriya Ashvaha. Indriyas are compared to Ashva. 5 Indriyas, therefore 5 horses. You will see the 5 horses in the picture that Bhagavad Gita, the picture will be there. Krishna, that's what in Gita also. Krishna is a Sarathi. Rathaswami, that Arjuna. Arjuna is the master of the chariot. And Krishna is a Sarathi, represents the Buddhi, holding the reins. And the reins through holding the horses through the reins. The horses, 5 horses compared to 5 Indriyas. So Buddhi, that is Sarathi, who is Krishna, he guides the Rathaswami, Arjuna, towards moksha. That is what is in the Gita. The Gita, that photo, the picture you would have seen, that represents Dhamma. Therefore, Dhamma is important for Nadikari. The picture of that Krishna and Arjuna with the shloka, Yada Yada Hi Dharmasya. That is very famous, that picture. You see only the Krishna turns back and advises, that Buddhi Sarathi turns back and advises Rathaswami Arjuna. The Buddhi advises. The Buddhi should be that which advises, which gives its recommendation to the master of the chariot. Because under the direction of the Rathaswami only, the Buddhi Ratha, the Buddhi Sarathi guides the chariot. Therefore, the masters of the chariot should hand over the responsibility to the Buddhi. The Buddhi should be such that it doesn't take the horses away from the desired destination. Therefore, Dhammaha is important. Then Shamaha Kaha, Mano Nigraha, simple definition is given in the Tattva Bodha. Indriyani Paranyabhu, Indriyebhyah Param Manaha. We saw in Gita, it is a 3rd chapter. Indriyani Parani Aguhu. Indriyebhyah Param Manaha. If Indriyas are Parani, Indriyas are greater. But compared to Indriyas, what is still greater is Manaha. Therefore, that Mano Nigraha is Shamaha. Controlling managing the senses is one thing, but above the senses are the mind. Therefore, Mano Nigraha. That is why Dhammaha, Mano Nigraha, and Shamaha. Sadaiva Vasanat Tyaga, Shamoyamiti Shabditaha. Vasanat Tyagaha, Vasanas which have already been created, either in this Janma or because of the carryover from the next Janma, the Vasana, that one has to give up. Not just give up, means you cannot give up like that. One has to be alert, one has to be highly vigilant. That is called Shamaha. That is why in spiritual life there is no holiday, there is no rest. That is why we also don't have any rest. There is no rest. Every day some class would be there. Keep oneself being exposed to this teaching. At least that will create good samskara or replace the old samskara with the new one. Vasanat Tyagaha. Because every action is preceded by the thought. Vasana. Therefore, the thought has to be, before the thought becoming an action, one has that we have to stop that. One has to be highly vigilant, alert. So Tyagaha, there is no here, you cannot just like that say I will give up, you cannot give up. It is there. It has to be slowly overpowered by this vasana to be replaced by new vasanas. This old vasana, which are not conducive for moksha, should be replaced by new vasana. This is Pratipaksha. It's called Pratipaksha Bhavana. It is called Pratipaksha Bhavana. Replacing the old vasana, which are not conducive by the new. So this has to be done every time, every moment. This has to be done deliberately. That is called Shamaha. Swalakshye niyatavastha manasah shama uchyate vishayebhyah paravartya stapanam sasvabhodate. Swalakshya niyata avastha, in one's lakshya, the goal. Niyata avastha, avastha remaining in one's goal, that is only through making the mind, regulating the mind, and that is preceded by Vishayebhya Paravartya Stapa, that is Damaha. The word Shama, another thing is the word Shama also mean Ananda. The word Shama also mean Ananda, Preeti, Shivam, Kalyanam, Sukham, or Brahma, or Shanti. All the meanings are possible for the word Shama. Shama means it is Ananda, from Ananda up to Brahma. All the meanings are possible. Shama, Ananda, Pritihi, Sukham, Kalyanam. Finally, we say Brahma, Shanti. Shanti, when we say, you can remember the Shanti Pata. Om Shanno Mitrasham Varunaha Shanno Bhavatvaryama Shannagendro Brihaspatihi Shanno Vishnurukramaha. The Sham is there. What is the Sham? Sham is Mangalam. Sham is Mangalam. Sham is Brahma. Shannaha Mitraha. Mitraha, that is the Devata. Mangalam Dadatu. Varunaha Mangalam Dadatu. Mangalam in the form of what? The Sham is Shanti. Shanti Dadatu. The Shanti which is Swarupa Shanti. Brahma. That is Satchit Ananda, that Shanti is only Swarupa Shanti. It is not the Shanti which is gained. That which is gained will go away in time. That Shanti we are not talking about. We are talking about the Shanti which is myself. Being at home, that is what Shamaha. And therefore, that Shanti only is Ananda. And that is the Swarupa of Brahma. Therefore, Anandaha, it is Mangalam, it is Sukham. That is the meaning of the word Shamaha. Shamaha. Therefore, that Ananda you can enjoy only when the mind is with you. Therefore, Shamaha Mano Nigraha iti. Namasham Bavecha Mayo Bavecha Namashankara Yacha Mayaskara Yacha. In Rudram also it is Shambhave. Lord Shiva is called Shambhu. Shambhavati, Mangalam Bhavati. That is an embodiment of Ananda, Kalyana, Sukham, Shanti, Brahma. That was Namashambhavecha, Lord Shiva. Shiva is Mangalam. That Mangalam is because it is Shanti, the Shanti which is Brahma Shanti, that is Swarupa Shanti, that is Brahma, Ananda Swarupaha, therefore Shambhu iti. Therefore, the Shamaha, that is what Shamaha is. And in the importance of Shama, it is said in the Upanishad, Kathopanishad. Na virato duscharitat, na shanto, na samahitaha, na shantamanoso bhakti, prajnanena mapniyat. That is, this prajnanam, jnanam is not for those person. Navirataha duscharitat, one who has not abstained from bad conduct, bad behavior. Na shantaha, who doesn't have shanti. Na samahitaha, who doesn't have samadhanam, chitta samadhanam. Na shanta manasaha, who doesn't have shanti manas. Shanta manasaha, tasya, this prajnanam, na bhavati. Therefore, shama, chitta, shamaha is, the mind has to be shanti. It has to be calm, quiet, tranquil, the tranquility of the mind. Mind can be tranquil only when it is with itself. Mind needs the tranquilizer. The tranquilizer. What is the tranquilizer? Here we don't need any tranquilizer. Really, tranquilizer is being with himself, withdrawing the mind from Vishaya. That is the tranquilizer. withdrawing the mind from the Vishayas. If it is not withdrawn, then Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsaha Sangasteshu Pajayate. That Vishaya Dhyanam leads to finally Buddhinashat Pranashyati. Nasti Buddhirayuktasya Nachayuktasya Bhavana Nachabhavayata Shantihi Ashantasya Kutas Sukam. Ashantasya Kutaha Sukam. For the one who doesn't have Shanti, where is Sukam for him? That's what in the Upanishad says. Nashantamanaso vapi prajnanenaina mapnuyat iti. The Shama is highlighted. Similarly in Gita also, nasti buddhihi ayuktasya, achayuktasya bhavana. If the buddhi is not, if the buddhi is not under one's management, then if buddhi is not, if the buddhi doesn't obey my command, how can I meditate? How can I be a contemplative person? I cannot. If contemplation, if I cannot remain with myself, then Shantihi Navavati, then Ashantasya Kutaha Sukam. There is Sukam for Ashanta Purusha, Ashantasya Purushasya, Navavati Eva. The Shama is highlighted. So in all these shlokas, you can see the Shama. After Shama, then comes Uparatihi. What is Uparatihi? Uparati, we have seen three definitions. Swadharma Anushtanameva as per Tattva. Then Vishayebhyah Paravrittihi, Parama Uparatihi Hisa. That is, after the withdrawal of the sense organ, that is continuance of Dhamma, that is called Uparatihi. That is called Uparatihi. And one more definition was there, which was given in the Vedantasara, that is Sannyasaha iti. So three Uparatihi. So sannyasa means, therefore the sannyasi is an abstemious person. He withdraws himself from all the Bhogavastu. That is what the sannyasa represents. So one must have antara sannyasa, more than bhagya sannyasa, antara sannyasa. After Uparatihi comes Titiksha. This is from the This is a Sananta, Titiksha. Guptichkidbhyah san. Tich dhatu. From that you get Titiksha, Sananta. What is Titiksha? Shitosha Sukha Dukkhadi Sagishtuttam. Simple definition as per Tattva Bodha. Sakanam Sarva Dukkhanam Titiksha Sa Shubha Mata Aprokshanabhuti. Sarva Dukkhanam Saganam. That is called Titiksha. Sa Shubha Mata. Saganam Sarva Dukkhanam Apratikara Purvakam Chinta Vilaparagitam Sa Titiksha Nigadyate iti. This is Vivekachudamani's definition. Sakaram Sarva Dukkhanam, enduring all the afflictions without pratikara, without countering that. And no anxiety, Chinta Vilaparagitam, no anxiety, no lamentation. That is called Titiksha. If one endures with anxiety or lamentation, then that is not Titiksha. Accepting the things, the situations, whatever it may be, without any grudge, without feeling helpless. That is called Titiksha. Putting up with, without feeling helpless. That is called Titiksha. Matra sparsha kaunteya shitosha sukha dukkadaha agamapayino nityaha tan titikshasva bharata titikshasva. Krishna advises Arjuna, titikshasva, one has to put up with all the pairs of opposites. They are not permanent, they come and go. Therefore, tan titikshasva. Then Shraddha kidrishi. Guru Vedanta Vakyeshu Vishvasaha Shraddha. Simple definition, Tattva Bodha. Nigamacharya Vakyeshu Bhakti Shraddheti Vishruta Aprokshanabhuti. Shastrasya Guru Vakyasya Satya Buddhyavadharanam. We can compare all the definition. There is no difference. Same thing. Guru Shastrasya Vakyasya Satya Buddhyavadharanam Vivekachudamani. So Shastre Astikya Buddhihi, Shastra Vakyam is Guru Vakyam. Therefore, Satya Buddhi, with regard to that, it is called Shraddha. Satya Buddhi with regard to the teaching of the Guru, which is nothing but the teaching of the Shastram. That is what Nigamacharya Vakyesha. Nigama is Shastra. Nigama is Shastra. Agama, Nigama. Nigamacharya Vakyesha Bhaktihi. The Bhakti is Shraddha. The Bhakti is not just doing or praising the Lord. Bhakti is Shraddha. You have Shraddha, you look upon that Vakya as the Pramana with reverence. The reverence for the Vakya of the Guru and that of the Shastram, that is called Shraddha. Why Shraddha is important? Because Shraddha Bhan Labate Jnanam. Only when Shraddha is there, then only there is Pramana Pravesha. One can enter into Pramana, Shastra Patanam. Therefore, Shraddha Bhan Labate Jnanam. And therefore, Jnanam implies Acharya. Therefore, Acharyavan Purushaha Veda. Therefore, for knowledge, for Atma Jnanam, for knowledge, what is the first thing? Shraddha. Shraddha only is there. Therefore, Shraddhavan Labate Jnanam. The Gita says, Shraddhavan Labate Jnanam. It implies Guru at the Shastram, etc. Then only Pramana Pravesha, then only Guru Pasadaram, Shastra Patanam, etc. Shraddhavan Labate Jnanam, Tatpara Sanyatendriyaha. Jnanam Labdha Param Shantihi Achirena Adhigacchati. We saw in the 4th chapter, 39th shloka Gita, Bhagavan Krishna said, Shraddhavan Labate Jnanam. Through Guru Upasadaram, that is understood. Tadvidhi Pranipatena, Pariprashnena Sevaya. Upadekshanti te Jnanam, Jnaninaha, Tattvadarshinaha. That is understood. In fact, that came before that 4th chapter. Then at the end only this comes Shraddhavan Labate Jnanam. Again, the Shraddha is highlighted in the Gita, 9th chapter. Ashtadhana Purushaha Dharmasyasya Parantapa Aprapya Mami Vartante Mrityu Samsara Vartvani. People don't have Shraddha, they will continue to pass through this Mrityu Samsara Vartvani, in the path of this Samsara. The Samsara Mrityu Vartvani, they will go around the transmigration of this Punarjanma and Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam. So without obtaining me, because these people are Ashadhana Purushaha, they don't have Shraddha, therefore they will continue to go round and round in this Samsara Chakra. Therefore, Shraddha. To have Shraddha is a very big thing. One must have Punyam. One must have acquired some Punyam, because of which only the person has Shraddha in the Shastra. Shraddha in the words of the Guru. If the person is a doubting person, doubting every word of the Guru, or doesn't look upon the teaching, the words which comes out from the mouth of the Guru, as doesn't look upon with reverence, then that will not be conducive for moksha. It will not. Therefore, that bhakti for the words which comes from the mouth of the Guru, which is nothing but the Shastram, that reverence for that is important. That alone snaps the samsara bondage, samsara chain. Therefore, Shraddha iti. After Shraddha, Samadhanam kim? Tattva Chitta Ekagrata. So Chitta Ekagrentu Sallakshe. Samadhamiti Smritam. Chitta Ekagriyam with regard to the Lakshya. Sallakshya is Brahma Lakshya. Brahma is the Lakshyam with regard to that Chitta Ekagriyam. Here we don't have many Lakshya, many goals are not there. Goal is only one. Therefore, Sarvada Stapanam Buddhehe Shuddhe Brahmani Sarvatha Tat Samadhanamityuktam Natu Chittasya Lalanam. Placing the mind always in the Shuddha Brahman. Shuddha Brahma Parattarara. Brahmani Sarvata. Placing the mind. How you place the mind? Brahma Chintanam. That is what Brahma Stapanam. Sarvada Buddhi Stapanam. That is what Buddhi Stapanam. Sarvada, Sarvata, always in all manners. Buddhege Stapanam. Placing the mind in the Buddhi. How do you place it the mind? That is Brahma Chintanam. Studying the Shastram, listening, contemplating on that, writing notes, reading, whatever it is Brahma Chintana. Whenever time is there, in our daily schedule, busy schedule, whenever we get some time in between, that time we can do, in spite of one busy schedule, in spite of busy schedule, you are not away from yourself. Similarly, how can you be away from yourself? So, whatever may be the schedule, but still the Brahma Chintanam is possible. Therefore, Natu Chittasya Lalan, not allowing the mind to go out and revel in the Vishayas. Natu Chittasya Lalana, that is called Samadhana. Samadhihi Samadhana, that is called Chitta Samadhi. That is called Samadhi, absorption in the thought of Brahma, which is oneself. That is called Samadhi, Samadhana. So here Samadhana means we are not talking about Nirvikalpa Samadhi and all. Here Samadhi is absorption in oneself, making the mind remaining in Brahma. That is through Shravanam or any methods by which we get connected to the Vastu. That is Samadhana. Then Mumukshutva, Muktam Icha Mumuksha. It is a Sananta word. Moksho me bhuyaditi Icha Mumuksha. This is Tattvabodha definition, Mumuksha. Mumukshutvam. The status of being a Mumukshu is called Mumukshutvam. Mumukshutvam is that bhava. Having that the status, the bhava of Mumuksha is called Mumukshutvam. Samsara bandha nirmuktihi katam me syat kada vidhe iti ya sudrida buddhihi bhaktavyasa mumukshuta. How will I get freedom from this samsara? Samsara bandha nirmuktihi katam syat iti, that buddhihi. I want to be free from the samsara. How can I be free? Be free from this samsara. Katam syat kada vidhe. What is the means? It is Sudrida Buddhi. That Buddhi is said to enjoy Mumukshuta. Mumukshuta is Mumukshuttam. Both are same. Mumukshuttam Napumsakalinga. Mumukshuta Strilinga. Same Mumukshuta is equal to Mumukshuttam. So that Buddhi which always thinks about how will I get freedom? How will I be free from the samsara? That is called Mumukshutvam. It means the desire, the intense desire for moksha. It's important, intense desire, because this is one of the Durlabham. Durlabham Trayame Vaitatu Devanugraha Yettukam Manushyatvam Mumukshutvam Maha Purusha Samshrayaha. Manushyatvam is a rarity. Mumukshutvam still a rarity. And Mahapurusha Samshaya, Satsanga is very rare. Satsangatve Nissangatvam, Nissangatve Nirmohatvam, Nirmohatve Nischalatatvam, Nischalatatve Jivan Mukti. Satsanga is also important. Contact with the Mahapurusha, real Mahapurusha. So all these three are Durlabham. And the second Durlabham is Mumukshutvam. Moksho me bhuyat iti icha, that Mumukshutvam is very rare. So not all are having Mumuksha. Mumuksha is not a common thing. Manushyanam Sagasreshu Kaschit Etati Siddhaye. Etadamapi Siddhanam Kaschit Mam Veti Tattvataha. So among the thousands of people, only few really have the desire and few only try for it, and among them only few only get success. Therefore, it's all a rarity. So Mumukshutvam is a big thing. If mumukshutvam and vairagyam is there, then everything will fall in place. Ahankara dekhantan bandhajnana kalpitan swasvarupavabodhena muktimiccha mumukshuta. Ahankari dekhantan bandhan ahankara dekhantan bandhan ajnana kalpitan swasvarupavabodhena muktimiccha. Swasvarupavabodhena, by knowing oneself, swarupa of oneself. One who wants to be free from ahankara, the ahankara, etc. These are all ajnana kalpita. Ahankara, aham iti bhavana with regard to deha, with regard to everything. By that, the person is bound. This ajnana kalpita. All these are ajnana kalpita. So, one who wants to be free from all this, how? By swasvarupa avabodhena, by knowing the reality of oneself. That is called, that icha is called mumukshuta iti. With this, the summary to sadhana chatushtayam is over. Then here in the Vedantasara, the author himself summarizes the last line. We will read that and then we will stop. You can repeat after me. The summary is given. Adhikari, topic is over with this line. Evam bhutaha. You can repeat.
Evam bhutaha
Pramathadhikari.
Pramatadhikari
Shanto danta ityadi shrutehe.
Shanto danta ityadi shrutehe
Uktancha
Uktancha
Prashanta chittaya jitendriyaya cha.
Prashanta chittaya jitendriyaya cha
Prahina doshaya yatoktakarine.
Prahena doshaya yatoktakarine
Gunanvitaya anugataya sarvadha.
Gunanvitaya anugataya sarvada
Pradeyame satatam mumukshave iti.
Pradeyame tat satatam mumukshve iti.
So there the author does this summary. Evam bhutaha pramata adhikari sadhana chatushtaya sampannaha iti. Author gives a shruti pramanam. Shantodanta uparati titikshuhu samahito bhutva atmanyevatmanam pashyati iti Brihadaranyaka shruti. Brihadaranyaka shruti itself, it is shantaha, dantaha, uparataha, titikshuhu, samahitaha. This is what is given in Samadhi Shatka Sampattihi. So, one, after having gained Shama, Dhamma, then Uparati Tatiksha Samadhanam, Bhutva, Atmani Atmanam Pashyati. One sees Atmani, one sees oneself as that Atma, Surupam Pashyati. Iti Brihadaranyaka Shruti. So these are the prerequisites for Jnanam. So for Adhikari, this is required. Uktancha, also it is said where Upadesha Sagasri, another beautiful Prakarana Grantha, Upadesha Sagasri, and huge one, there the Acharya says, this Upadesha Sagasri, Prashanta Chittaya, for the one who has a chittam, the mind which is Prashantaha. Prashantam Chittam Yasya Saha, referring to the person. Prashanta Chittam is Napumsakalinga. Prashanta Chittaha, when we say, it refers to the person. Prashantam Chittam Yasya Saha Tasya. Prashanta Chittasya Tasmai. For whom? Prashanta Chittaya. Therefore, it refers to Shama. Prashanta Chittaya. Prashanta Chittam, referring to Shama. Chitendriyani. Jitani Indriyani Yena Saha. is that person is called Jitendriyaha. Tasmai Jitendriyaya. So Jitendriyaha, Prashanta Chittaha, referring to the person who has got Shama. Therefore, Prashanta Chittam referring to Shama. Prashanta Chittaha is Shantaha Ityartaha. You can connect to the Vrihadaranyaka Shruti. Prashanta Chittaha is Shantaha. Prashanta Chittam referring to Shama. Jitendriyaha referring to Dantaha, the one who has mastered his senses. Jitendriyaha. Therefore, Jitendriyam refers to, Jitendriyani refers to Tamaha. Prahina doshaya. Prahinaha doshaha yena saha. The one who has given up ragadvesha ityartha. Therefore, Vairagi. Prahina doshaya referring to Vairagyam. Therefore, the person Vairagi who has got Vairagyam. Yatokta karine is yata uktam. Shastrena yata uktam tata karoti. As Shastra tells, it does. Yatokta karine doesn't violate Shastra. Yatokta karine. Therefore, for him, what Shastram tells, it does. What does it do? Nitya Naimittika. You have to bring in that. Nitya Naimittika. Nitya Karma, Naimittika Karma, he does. Kamya, Nishiddha, Varjana, Purasaram, Nitya Naimittika, Upasananushtanena. That is what Shastra says. Shastrena Yatu Uktam, Yatha Uktam, Tata Karoti. As said by the Shastram, he does. So referring to that person, Yathoktakarin, Nakaranta Shabda, Yathoktakarini, referring to the person who follows the injunctions of the Shastram, who does as the Shastram commands. Therefore, Gunanvitaya, who has the gunas as prescribed by the Shastram, Gunanvitaya, Sarvada Anugataya, who follows Sarvada Anugataya, Anugatam, Upasadanam, referring to the teacher, one who always follows a teacher, who follows the Guru, not physically, follows the teaching of the Guru. Follows the teaching of the Guru, or we can say physically also, that is service, Guru Shushrusha, serving the Guru. So, Anugataya Sarvada, serving the Guru. Pradeyam etat satatam mukshave. Pradeyam etat pradeyam. Etat pradeyam mumukshave. To the mumukshu. Mumukshu is the one who has got the mumuksha, moksha, icha, mumukshutva. To him, mumukshave, satatam, always. To the mumukshu, always, this is pradeyam. To the mumukshu, this must be pradeyam. So, to the mumukshu, this must be pradeyam. This is always to be given, to be taught. This knowledge is to be deyam, should be given. This knowledge should be always taught. Always should be taught only to that person who is mumukshu, who is shantaha, who is dantaha, who is a vairagi, who follows the injunctions of the Shastram, and who is endowed with the gunas, or the gunas which are required for moksha. Guna means referring to the 20 spiritual values which are referred to in the 13th chapter of the Gita. Amaditvam madam vitvam. We can bring in Ahimsa, Kshanti, Rajavam. We will see that elaborately later. That 20 spiritual values, Gunanvitaya, those are the gunas endowed with Devi Sampat, otherwise called. All the Devi Sampat. Anugataya, Sarvada, who follows a teacher, always. To him only this Upadesha, this knowledge should be given. Iti Upadesha Sagasri tells that the author Sadananda Saraswati quotes here. With this, the topic of Adhikari is, and in connection to that, Sadhana Chatushtayam is completed. Next comes the Vishaya. From here we will proceed further in the next class. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरिः ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम। धन्यवादः।
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಗುರುಜಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಗುರುಜಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಗುರುಜಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಗುರುಜಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಗುರುಜಿ.